7:44 KNEB News Extra is next and brought to you today by Gehring Civic Center. Here is Kevin Lee.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Our guests today are Susan Wiedeman from Panhandle Co-op. Kevin Kaufman is here, sales manager from Pepsi. We're going to talk about the Pepsi Refresh program, and we've talked about this a little bit already when it first began clear back in late June. But it's going on through mid-August. So, Susan, why don't you give us just kind of a rundown on, first of all, exactly what Pepsi Refresh is all about.
Okay. Probably about in April, Kevin and Randy Wallace came to us and wanted to do a project with the Pepsi Refresh project. And they came to us and asked us what type of organizations in the community that we felt would be very deserving of this and something that would benefit the entire Scottsville-Gehring area. And so we decided on the backpack food program that's done through Cooperative Ministries. And we talked to Debbie Hogue, and she was just really thrilled to get a $5,000 donation from Pepsi. And so then we, at Co-op, looked at what we could do, and so Pepsi gave us a great price on Pepsi products on 12 packs. And so then we decided that through the time frame of June 21st through August 17th, for every 12-pack of Pepsi product purchased, we would donate 50 cents to try to match the $5,000.
And it's worked out pretty good.
Yeah,
so
far, Eric just sent me exactly what we have. We've sold about 2,500 12 packs since that time. So we have about 1,250 in $1,250 toward the match. So we were hoping we would get a little closer. So we're here to encourage people to go buy lots of Pepsi 12 packs at Plaza Foods for the next 3 weeks.
Right, okay. Very good. We got to call it Main Street Market, don't we now?
Well, not totally officially quite yet. That's coming.
That's coming. Okay. All right, so it's still Plaza Foods. All right. So, yeah, you need to get over there and get your portion of the Pepsi products and make sure you make this a success. And let's talk to Kevin here a little bit and have him explain exactly why you decided to go ahead and do this with Co-op, and you've got another program going on over in Alliance as well, right?
Yes. You know, we looked at all of our avenues as far as what we wanted to do with our Pepsi Refresh program, and we really wanted to do something that would benefit not only Scottsbluff but Gehring also. And we've always worked with Co-op on a lot of different avenues, and they are, you know, one of the few independent grocers, you know, left in our area, and we just thought it'd be a great fit to work with them. And actually, I knew Susan would have some ideas, and she did. And amazingly, it's interesting how this program actually supports, you know, food for kids, and how many people just aren't even aware of that. So that just really struck us well. And Pepsi Refresh has always had the national program, and it seems like that's a little bit hard for the rural community to get involved in because people have to get online and vote and support that. And this is a more local thing where we can go in and we can give funds. And Co-op has been gracious enough to try and raise more funds for that program, and it's really a no strings attached. We just want to help the community. We also have the other project going on in Alliance, that's the Scottsville Alliance High School's Performing Arts Center. So we're tying in with a little grocer up there, and they're kind of doing a similar format up there to raise funds. So.
Yeah, so it's working out real well. So, Sue, I know we were maybe hopefully going to get somebody from the backpack program with us, but they couldn't make it. So, but you know a lot about the backpack program.
Yeah, Debbie was out of town, and Tracy had to go to school this morning for a meeting. So school is not far away. Teachers are already having to report. But the backpack food program is designed for kids to take a backpack of food home that really need it on Friday afternoon, and they put in about $5 or $6 worth of food, and they put in food that kids can make. Like, I know they do like a mac and cheese that they can do in the microwave. One non-negotiable that Debbie really feels strongly about, at least one piece of fresh fruit goes in each one. She tries to get peanut butter in there at least once a month. And they work really hard. And last year, I was amazed when we looked at totals. Last year, they sent home 5,400 backpacks of food in the last school year. And she said the need just continues to grow. And as our economy sputters a little bit, more and more people are in need. And how people ask about it or find out about it is contact a counselor at the school. And usually the teachers can really tell the kids that come in on a Monday who are absolutely famished and clean every speck of food from their plate, and realize that there's a need at home. And a lot of times parents will come to them and say sometimes that's the only food for the entire family for an entire weekend. So that's a little scary. You know, a lot of us, we don't even think about that. We don't have those problems, but those problems and those issues do exist in the schools. And kids simply can't learn if they're hungry. So that's the whole point behind it. I think Scottsbluff's up to 160, and I think Gearing is up to, I think they're up to about 60 or 70 backpacks a week.
Yeah, so there definitely is a need, and like we say, the weekend sometimes is a time when those kids just don't get fed very much, simply because there's not a lot of help. So, all right, we'll take a break and talk more. We'll maybe talk a little bit about Co-op and Pepsi and some of the things they're doing right after this. All right, we are back on News Extra. We're going to talk about some of the things that are going on at Co-op and Pepsi as well, and then we'll refresh a little bit about the Pepsi Refresh project and get you guys out there. Okay, at Co-op, you guys just finished the remodel of the liquor store, right? And
Main Street Market Wines and Spirits opens officially today at 9 o'clock. Or at 8 o'clock. We did have a little sneak preview, which was really well attended. Everybody's pretty impressed. It's going to be kind of a fun place, and it's not only a liquor store, but you can do, we'll have wine tastings on Friday and Saturday, and we have specialty cheeses and chocolates, and we had a little testing of all of that Friday, and everybody really liked it. As well as we have a special section, which are single bottle microbrews, and you can mix and match. You can get 6 in we have a little carrier, and you can put 6 different ones in there or whatever, and that's $8.99. So everybody really enjoyed that. So we probably had about 250 people there on Friday, and everybody really enjoyed it. So it was fun. That's just the first step. More to come.
yeah, you guys are remodeling the whole place, I know, and hope to get that done by December. Now, we'll get Kevin on here to talk about, you've got some excitement going up in Alliance because you have a new distribution plant up there, right?
Yeah, we do. We actually have been in the building since about the first week of June. It's a new facility up there, and although the faces haven't changed, it's a new look, very efficient building for us, and it's just, it's been amazing for us because we've been working out of several different smaller locations, and to be under one roof is just, our efficiencies are just much better. The morale is better. I mean, it just changes the outlook of everything. So
Yeah, it's very good. And you guys distribute Pepsi from that plant to
we do.
like all over the place.
We do. We have 23 counties in the Panhandle. We distribute product from our warehouse in Alliance to a warehouse in Valentine, and one also in Sydney that we distribute out of. So it's a pretty big operation.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with it. Sounds like it's doing well.
Thank you.
All right. Kevin has to go up to Alliance every day now. So that might be
Almost forgot
interesting.
this
That might be interesting in the wintertime. We might have to have him come back, see what he thinks about that idea. All right. We'll get out there and buy some Pepsi over at Co-op. Help the backpack program out and get that match. Get that $5,000 match.
Right, and some of us will be down at National Night Out. Kevin didn't know if he'd be there because the fair is kind of kicking off with the activities.
Busy week this week.
And we're both fair sponsors too. So, but we're going to have a table down at National Night Out tomorrow night, and we'll probably be taking some donations and just explaining the program more to people at that event tomorrow night in downtown Scottsbluff.
All right, very good. So see him at National Night Out.
Buy Pepsi 12 packs.
That's right. Okay. All right, back to you, Dan.
Big Sky 44.